I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully execute
that I will faithfully execute.
On February 1st, 2025, President Donald Trump imposed 25% tariff on all imports from Mexico and Canada and an extra 10% tariff on Canadian oil and energy products. But this wasn't just about trade, it was a political and economic power play rolled into one. So, what sparked this? According to the White House, it was a bold strategy to curb illegal immigration, fight drug trafficking, and force companies to bring back manufacturing to US soil. But did it work? And how did the world respond? Stay with me, because what happened next strained international relations, changed the rules of the game for global trade, and sent shockwaves across global markets. On April 2nd, 2025, President Donald Trump boldly renamed this day as Liberation Day, marking the initiation of extensive tariff measures aimed at reducing the United States' reliance on foreign goods and asserting economic independence. In a speech at the White House Rose Garden, he introduced Executive Order 14,256. This executive order established a universal 10% tariff on all imports, with higher country-specific tariffs on approximately 60 nations deemed to have unfair trade practices. Here is a list of major countries showing the tariffs that they charge on US products and what the United States have imposed on them. When the US slapped tariffs on imports, especially steel and aluminum, it triggered a wave of global retaliation. Canada responded fast, imposing 25% tariffs on $155 billion worth of US goods, hitting everything from orange juice to motorcycles. Mexico took a diplomatic route. President Claudia Sheinbaum delayed action, choosing to negotiate with President Trump first. The European Union condemned the tariffs as unlawful and warned it would protect its economy if needed. China didn't hesitate. It struck back with a massive 34% tax on all US imports, calling the move harmful to global trade. These reactions show one thing. In today's world, economic aggression doesn't go unanswered. Countries are ready and willing to fight back. The recent tariffs imposed by the US have shaken global financial markets across the board. Stock markets were hit hard. Major US indices like the S&P 500, Nasdaq, and Dow all saw sharp declines, with drops of up to 6% and 5% for 2 days consecutively. European markets weren't spared either, as Germany's DAX and the UK's FTSE 100 also fell over 3%. Interestingly, gold, typically seen as a safe haven in times of uncertainty, also dipped. Analysts believe investors were forced to liquidate gold to cover losses or raise cash as panic spread. Meanwhile, bond markets reacted in classic flight to safety mode. As fears of a recession grew, investors piled into US Treasuries, pushing yields down. Crude oil prices also slumped, reflecting concerns that global trade tensions will slow economic growth and reduce energy demand. The latest update is that President Donald Trump just announced a 90-day pause on all reciprocal tariffs except those imposed on China, which will see tariffs increased to at least 125%. This is a developing story, and I will make another video in the future when the dust settles down or if it intensifies further. Till then, I will be back with another topic. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel.